Hello, hello. We are back with part 6 of IceMatrix vs. Sabertooth. This epic game is coming to a conclusion. I'm excited to see this one coming to a close. All right, we are paused. It is IceMatrix's turn. He just lost 9 units in a brutal attack. We'll say IceMatrix did share this message. If it helps the cast, he believes he is that Sabertooth is 4 points for victory and has several weak and developing cities with an 8-city advantage. So I feel if I had 10 more points of runway, I could have hung back, gotten cataphracts and mangonels, and wiped him off the map. But I was also trying to get tech points harvested to the point where I had to either attack or lose. My only hope is to take a city. He gave himself a very good defensive posture, and I can't crack the front lines. So I don't know how many turns I have left until he outpoints, but it can't be long. So it's now or never. You can share that in the stream if it helps. I know you can't comment. It gets insight into one player's thinking. Right, we are underway here. Some attacks. You know, if the audio quality is good, I just actually swapped to a new mic, so should still be good, but I just did a mic replacement. So did some tests and seemed to be okay. All right. So pretty much very close to over at this point. He needs to break through, crack a city. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to. He did get barding this turn, so would love to see some upgrades of horsemen. He doesn't really have very much training, unfortunately, so can't afford. Well, you can upgrade one horseman into a cataphract. Would really, really love to see rally troops. Rally troops, very good at this phase of the game. Later, and with more cities, it scales better. So definitely worth getting. So we're going to have some bloodthirsty combat here. And then Sabertooth will be able to close it out here. Hello, viewers. If you're just tuning in, we're here for the epic, or perhaps foreordained conclusion of Sabertooth vs. IceMatrix. We had part 5 earlier today, an epic 3-hour slugfest where Sabertooth came very close to a point victory before the players had to adjourn. And now we are on the final turns. Sabertooth is still very close to a point victory. We had a attack from IceMatrix, throwing many units. Unfortunately, got repulsed. Sabertooth has triple his order count, which makes a big difference. Almost, yeah, basically triple his order count, which is kind of wild. So, yeah. So he was able to burn a lot. All right, so we are coming to the conclusion here. He has killed a Maceman here and is pushing in. Would really love to see that rally and some upgrades for those cataphracts. All right. Yes, this is the continuation. This is part 6. The players wanted to close it out today. They know Sabertooth is super close to point victory. We'll see what IceMatrix can pull off. He doesn't know how many turns left, how many turns of play he has. As he said in a message in a DM, he's 4 points from victory in several weakened developing cities with 8 seed advantage. I feel if I had 10 more points of runway, I could have hung back, gotten cataphracts and mangonels and wiped him off the map. But I was also trying to get tech points harvested. It's the point where I either had to attack or lose. My only hope is to take a city. He gave himself a good defensive posture, and I can't crack the front lines. I don't know how many turns I have left until he outpoints me, but it can't be long. So it's now or never. So, very, very epic here. He's going to do what he can. He's taken out a Pegman, Maceman. There's a lot of units. Is there a cataphract he can upgrade anywhere around here to tear through these units? There are some pikemen, but there's a lot of stuff that can get eaten by a cataphract. What are his horse units? He's only got one horseman over here. Upgrade this guy to a cataphract. Move it up and upgrade. Let's go. Don't forget to upgrade your single horseman. Start some cataphracts as well. Yes, we got a cataphract on the way. Love the cataphracts. So good. Exciting. Of course, the pikemen eat them alive, but otherwise they're great. All right. He upgraded a swordsman instead of a cataphract. Disappointment and sadness. You have a horseman that could be a cataphract. Move it up. Come on. Let's go. Yeah, I think part of this also is just like rally troops is really easy to forget about. Rally troops is a great way to get training when you need training, especially when you're running a lot of production queues, building units. Greece is basically in full unit building mode here. His heir, tactics student, age 12. We'll see what he gets. Even a zealot this late potentially could help turn the tide with some key enlists. We are just waiting for this game to wrap up here. It's been an intense day of Old World for me. Playing 3 hours, casting for 3 hours, now casting again, evening cast. So lots of Old World today. Definitely enjoyable though. Such a great game. Always feel that there's layers and layers that you can go deeper. The more you understand the game, the more you realize how much there is more to understand. The strategic potential is just so rich. Possibilities so endless. I love that Sabertooth is still building shrines on turn 115, because with 100-something orders, he's like, I need more orders, I need more shrines. Can't hurt. Honestly, mythology shrines plus Kush is pretty insane. Yeah, especially with Heliopolis. All right, 1 order left for Greece. He's managed to kill 2 units. He's upgraded to swords and has not upgraded his horse. Where did his horsey go? It's in here. It's not getting upgraded. So sad. And he is not rallying troops. He's family marriaging. Okay. I mean, you're a regent, so not really sure that that's worth it, but sure. All right. We're going to go over to Kush here shortly. I'm expecting Sabertooth to just sit back, but I mean, he can also just pour on in. All right, 57 points. And yeah, 57 points. He's got 3 religious wonders. Christianity spread check. Nope, still 1 city. 13 turns. He's going for cohorts instead of a free horseman or coinage or portcullis. Getting some swords of his own. Has some ballista here. We'll see. He's got 161 orders to play with. Basically just ram right into Greece if he wants to. Another targeted point is to take an opponent's city. Unfortunately, they're all champion cities on the lines there. Some fortifications here. We'll see. He's got pretty good concentrated force here. He definitely has more units in the area. So we'll see whether he decides to attack. He did lose 2 units, but did kill 9 last turn. So you'll see here, does have another law option. He could get professional army or volunteers. Volunteers, of course, will let him rush with citizens, and he has plenty of citizens. Unfortunately, he doesn't really have an economy. Well, he has an economy, but he has no bank, so he can't build a bunch of units. Looks like his heir is a tactician, which randomly happened. That bug, very frustrating. I think he was fishing for Zealot. All right, he's going in. Love this. The best defense is an attack. And yes, the turn count here is, we've got 2 years, 3 years, 3 years. So that's 3 points in 3 years. And then the next one I think is 5 years. I don't see anything else. So we're 5 years away. So turn 120. We should have a point victory. He has adopted elites, which will let him store orders between years, as well as get an oddly professional army, which gets you unit XP, but I probably would like to see volunteers, maybe, because you have a lot of stuff you can rush, but I don't know. You can rush, I mean, you might as well burn those citizens for down first. Especially with this militia, like, right? You could toggle this in, put a pikeman here, and then hit volunteer rush. So do not love that professional army pick there at the end. Would have much rather seen volunteers exhaust your citizens and then swap to professional army. But I don't think it's going to matter. 144 orders to play. He's building another shrine. You know, 142 orders, just not enough. Need more. Need more. I'm pretty sure the game is going to end in 5 years, but you know, we're getting another shrine for that one extra order that will not pay itself off because you're going to burn 4 orders over 4 years. Like these shrines are bad investments at this point. This city you're not going to speed this city up. Here, maybe justifiable speeding the city up, especially the first shrine. Not sure about the second one, but sure. I mean, you have 130 orders, so it's hard to critique at 140 orders, but at some point, you know, you probably have enough. You have enough to win the game. And I mean, if you're winning in 5 years from now, yeah, you could also just build a shit ton of forts and like make it really hard to push in. But it looks like you might push in, which honestly would not be a good idea. The last thing you want to do when you're in a position like this is to overstretch, get your army wiped, and then find your opponent come in and waltz and take your city. It's much harder for your opponent to take your city here. That's true. That's true. I mean, Kush does love its shrines. But, I mean, also, where is the Kush pyramids? You need to build the pyramids. Those are important. I don't see any Kushite pyramids, and that's kind of the most important part of a shrine. Shrines should surround a Kushite pyramids, get that sweet, sweet civics. Base civics so valuable. And also, we only have 12 Kushite pyramids, but we have 18 cities. That's 24 legitimacy that we're missing out on. That's 2.4 orders. Yeah. I mean, and the best part, and this is something I didn't learn until like a couple months ago, you don't need polytheism to build the pyramids, and it spreads the pagan religion. So as Kush, for ill budget, you can go divine rule and go monotheism, and then just put pyramids in all the cities, and you don't need to swap to poly. Now, of course, your shrines are godly shrines, so you probably want them anyway, especially the order shrine or the civic shrine or the training shrine. But like, if you're in a situation where you need to be on monotheism and you need to spread your religion, your pagan religion for divine rule, Kushite pyramids come in clutch. They're just so good. No upkeep as well. They're just free. Shrines are free as well. All right. Sabertooth must have heard. No, that's a garrison. Not really sure about a garrison at this point in the game. It'll give you half an order, and it'll take 4 years to build. Like, at some point, it is okay to let your workers idle. Totally fine. Totally okay to let your workers idle. But we'll see. Honestly, what would be more valuable at this point than these shrines would be looking at his resource income, figuring out what units he wants to build, and then figuring out what resources he needs for those units, and then just spamming that resource. So let's say you say, you know what, I want to build a bunch of swordsmen, right? I'm going to unlock swordsmen. That means I'm going to need a lot of iron. I only have 200 iron. Let's take my 41 workers and build a bunch of mines. 41 workers building mines. 41 times 8, suddenly you have an extra 300. 300 iron. Then you have 500 iron. That means you can rush out 2.5 swordsmen every turn. So you can do crazy stuff like that at the end of the game. It's definitely fun. In the player chat, just on Discord, IceMatrix said, "Are you frozen?" And Sabertooth replied, "No, just slow." So Yeah, well, the man is building shrines everywhere for reasons. All right, liking this fort, that makes sense. You don't want to lose the city. Would love to see forts around here as well. Just make it really hard to get into the city. And at this point, you don't really care if they bombard you, right? You probably don't want to be standing in this, but like, you know you have a victory in 5 years. Your opponent does not know that. You could also push in if you want. It's going to be not easy to do that. There's a lot of stuff here, but you do have a huge order advantage. You actually don't have a military score advantage. Greece is still ahead, but there isn't really good concentration of power here. Got some units here, some units here. I think in terms of military power, maybe Greece has more here. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell. I'm not going to count all the units. I can turn off my sheep indicator for a little clearer view on the screen here. All right, epic conclusion here. Pretty sure this situation is Sabertooth to lose. Pretty sure he could just sit around the city in forts and heal up, and it would basically be impossible to break that line. But we're going in. Also, shout out to this turn 115 slinger, killing a swordsman. Props, slinger, sir. We have killed that swordsman. The slinger's like, I'm dangerous. I'm a slinger. It's turn 115. Who's the best on the battlefield? That's right. It's a slinger. The slinger may have had help from others killing that swordsman as well. Okay, looks like we're killing units and then we're backing up. I'm not really sure. Looks like we're backing up. So we did a couple attacks and then we decided actually, no, it's going to be better to back up and just fortify in, which is the smarter play here. It's going to be very hard for Greece to break through these lines. Would like to see some ballista from Greece and some roads to be able to activate that ballista. Dear Lord, this ballista is only going to do 3 damage? Or no, that's the swordsman. Okay, like, no, the ballista will do much more, 5 damage. So it'd be 10 if it weren't in a fort. Ballista so good. Very fragile, hard to use. Fragile against horse, but if your opponent doesn't have horse, and Kush does not have any horse, ballista is very, very good. All right, 79 orders to go and 50 seconds to use them up. Would love to see some rushing with orthodoxy. I don't think we've seen any of it. We do have this. We could swap to ballista and rush it out. 30 seconds here, 65 orders. All right, we're extending the timer. It makes sense. It's also they're getting back into the game after a couple hours break, so it makes sense that you want to get back into remembering what on earth you were doing. There's a lot of state to hold when you're playing Old World, especially on a big map like this. Some interesting windmills here. So fun tricks that I like to do: surround mines, especially ore, with windmills. Can boost it and get a ton of training that way. Also can surround basically quarries as well. So, yeah. All right, let's see here. $52 more orders to go. And we are 5 years away from victory. Maru, where's Maru? Maru's over here, is our long pole. And we might actually be able to speed that up by a turn. Let's check here. We are at 33 culture right now. So 336 plus 33. That'll put it at 369. Then we're going to get 6. So it'll be 39 that turn. And then in a turn after that, it'll be another 45. And then 45 again. Yeah, so this is actually going to be 4 years. Because these 2 shrines will finish up and speed this up to be 4 years away, which is a little faster. So that developing count does not take into account that. So Sabertooth will actually win on turn 119. Yeah. And if you wanted to have been clever, you could have bulldozed this actually. You could have built a shrine on this and sped that up even more. Just bulldoze the grove. To speed that up even more, because I believe, Scientific, keep me honest here, I know you can bulldoze a grove resource. Can you bulldoze a grove and get the culture? Like bulldoze the grove itself? Or does it not give it to you if you build over it? Because it's no longer harvestable. It's only that harvestable resources give you that. I think it's the latter, right? Only harvestable resources. You couldn't bulldoze the grove. Let's see if Scientific can respond. Oh, it'll work. You can bulldoze a grove. So it'll basically convert into the resource. Okay, so yeah, this will be a very niche play, but like basically, and you have a builder, so you can stack. So technically, he should be stacking his workers. He should look at all the cities that are closest. Like this one is 5 years away, Maru. That's his 4th point. Okay, so yeah, you will get 50 for. I see. So you'll delete the grove by starting it. And that's a way to clear the improvement, I guess. Okay. Yeah, there's all. I know you would know all these fun niche situations like this, but like I'm pretty sure Sabertooth could probably speed this up by several turns here. Yep. And he still has a bunch of time in the bank, although it looks like he's not going to use it. All right, so that's fine. But yeah, he like realistic, especially with a builder, he should be looking at every single city that is furthest away, and then just stacking all his workers there to build it, and then looking for stuff like groves to bulldoze as well, or anything that he can bulldoze to get extra culture in those cities. All right, so Greece needs to poke in here. 57 still. All right, chat, do we think Christianity is going to spread to another city and thus found Bankianism before the end of the game or not? It would be amazing if IceMatrix actually pulled this off. I don't think he can do it at this point. I think if he wanted to pull it off, he needed to prep for it earlier. From what he shared in chat with me, I think he was also trying to get points for tech, which is why he went for like getting, I think military prestige or something. He did get 1 point off of tech, right? No, he didn't, but he thought about it. He was going military prestige, and then he decided to go chain drive, which is actually absolutely the correct choice here. He will annihilate all the ranged units. And would love to see cataphracts. Feel like we need some cataphract action. We do have a cataphract on the board right here. Zoom. Look at this movement. Not even having good roads. No good roads. Kind of a shame here about the road network. And kind of a shame about the road network. I really need a better road network to this front. But yeah, we got a cataphract. And let's see what this cataphract does. It does 1 point to a pikeman in a fort across a river and takes 8 damage in return. But let's show off what this cataphract can actually do. It can, here's a nice little onager, takes 18 damage from the cataphract. So yeah, cataphracts are my favorite unit. They just destroy stuff. It's really good. 7 damage to an archer in a fort. This one is not in a fort. Yeah, 14 damage here, 12 damage. But yeah, pikemen do shut down cataphracts pretty badly here. 12 damage to this ballista. 17 damage to this. Oh, just look at this. Oh, delicious Rauchi. Yeah, 24 damage to this poor onager over here. All right, we're going in. Reese is going in. Nothing to do but go in at this point. Oh, he force marched it and he got a route. You definitely do not go into the spear. You gotta find a route chain. There could be a beautiful route chain here. Probably not gonna have enough orders to pull this off, but if you can cross the river, let's see. Can you find? You need to find 8 damage somewhere. All right, beautiful. We got this guy. Longbow, 8 damage right there. Smush, 8 damage, and then you can probably just one-shot, almost one-shot the slinger and the archer. Longbows are going to be your friend here because they'll let you reach. Yeah. And you can move another longbow in here. Yeah, so longbow 1, or was that the same longbow? What is their longbow count? This is why ranged is so nice. With, okay, longbow on the wrong side of the world, wrong side of the world. Concentrate your forces, so important. You don't have any force marches left, so yeah. You can pull this off, but I think, yeah, I think as is probably not going to happen here. You can basically sacrifice your cataphract like this. This is a premature attack with a cataphract. You want to set everything up, get a bunch of ranged, get a bunch of onager, make it so that the cataphract can go on a rampage. Like, let's see, where could this cataphract go? It could go here, it could go here, here, route here, here, here. Actually, yeah, we probably, okay. So another fun way to do route chains, go backwards. So this way, 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 this way. You could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 unit route chain. Just sitting there, assuming you have enough range support. And like the cataphract doesn't need very much range support. Like you just need 8 damage on that unit, 3 damage on this unit, a little more on this 8 strength unit, a little more on this unit in a fort. But a longbow can help. An onager can help. Longbow is particularly good, right? Like a bunch of longbows. This is also why one of the reasons I love Beja archers so much, because Beja archer plus cataphract, especially the Beja archers standing next to each other with their bonus of plus 20% damage next to each other, you can really pierce a bunch of units. Babylon can do it too with their unique unit, although splash makes it a little harder to do the math, because you can definitely accidentally splash kill a unit. Yeah, Beja archer cataphract, so fun. Hard to pull off, but very fun. All right. We are pulling our swordsman back here. Cataphract just attacked in. Don't love this at all. But we're out of orders. So goodbye, Cataphract. It was nice knowing you. We should start another Cataphract everywhere. We don't have Trade League or Autarky, so we can't do mass Cataphracts. That's another fun thing. Get our Autarky late and just press the mass Cataphract button. All right. So we are at 4 years away, which is really going to be 3, because Maru is going to speed up a little bit as soon as this one finishes here. And he could speed it up more by bulldozing that. Right. 190 orders. We would be over 200 if we weren't building 17 more things somewhere. I think this is the all-time tournament order high right now. 190. But yeah, we're 4 years away from victory here. We can just obliterate this cataphract. This is the problem with cataphracts. If your opponent has pikes and sufficient pikes, they just die. All right here. Pour one out for our friend the cataphract. Obliterated by pikes. Of course, pikes do get obliterated by ballista in turn. Well, that was the onager. I'm like, what hit that? Yeah. So this should speed up to by a turn once this finishes. Because we're 369, we'll get 38. Right, all right. Greece is also attacking here. I somehow missed this last turn. My apologies. He attacked there, and he also attacked down here. This is definitely a lot scarier here. So IceMatrix pushed in on two sides, which seems okay. Obviously not going to succeed in the north, but maybe he'll succeed in the south. He does have these onagers in position here. Fortunately, stuff is getting wiped out pretty hard here. Horseman died without being upgraded. One damage. This does one damage to the swordsman. To be fair, it's across a river, but one damage. Okay, this should wrap the game here soon here. We'll of course pull the players in for a post-game interview. After that, 1, 2, 3, and that'll turn up to 3. All right. Still 141 orders to go. Interesting upgrade to conscripts, which I guess helps a little bit. I don't have any living cataphracts to test how much conscript does. — 25%, so not that much. 6.2 strength into 10 strength unit. So, all right, moving us ballista up. Can this city fall? So look at this damage here. This swordsman doing a lot of damage to that city. Does the city not have walls? The city does have walls. How is the swordsman doing this much damage? It's just doing a lot of damage. 7 damage to the city. The river's on that side, so if he can get in here, he can do another 7 damage. He might be able to take Kuban. 5. He really should, like, Sabertooth should swap this to repair, not conscript. Because, yeah. Oh, the city. Oh, he can. Yeah, he should be. He's got another swordsman coming out here. Horseman. Really should be Kata. He might be able to take Kuban. He's got a cataphract up here. Kuban is potentially, it's going to be a bit of a stretch. What I'd love to see is getting a cataphract down here, using the swordsman to kill all the pikemen, and then just going to town with cataphracts. Like, if there's no pikes, cataphracts are terrifying. He's got a lot of forces down here, so this could actually be really interesting here. Because Sabertooth does not have a lot of forces. I really wish he had. Is he still running colonies? Is Greece still running colonies? Greece is still running colonies and did not buy these tiles. Imagine if he had bought these tiles many turns ago and swapped to serfdom so he could get more orders. But even now, like, just 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't care. Put a worker here, something, anything. Buy the tiles, and then go. Coastal movement right in. Attack. Clear out these pikes. Okay, this pike came from somewhere. It's throwing pikes into it. But like, that's going to be a hard one to break. I don't think he'll be able to take this city this turn. All right, let's see here. Let's see what IceMatrix does. Very long turn transitions for some reason here on turn 117. 11 minutes left. He could adopt Zoroastrianism as a state religion. Equestrian could be good. Maceman. You could cataphract. 5-year cata. I don't know why you built a horseman. But even a horseman is good here. Yeah. Coastal movement bias. Definitely not going to be able to take the north. There's too much crap up there. You've got a good chance here at the south. There's just not anything left here. And it's going to be really hard for IceMatrix to move stuff, sorry, for Sabertooth to move stuff down because he doesn't have very much force march. He's got 255 training. He burned like 16, like 8, 9, 6 force marches to get up here. He cannot reach down here in time. Right? It's going to take him a long time to move up there. So I would actually, if I were IceMatrix, I would push everything here and we're going in. Boom. I would have loved to maybe kill this first. Okay, boom. Yes, yes, yes. Kill the... Yeah. Finish this road maybe. Coastal... Okay, good. We're building we're buying the coastal tiles. Love to see it. Anything else we can use to buy with? Oh, the city's getting really low here. We're down to 15, 13. He might be able to do it. Can he find more damage? The city fell from that. This will do 7 damage. This can't move in to range. Oh, we got a horse. Force march. Where's the horse going to go? Horse is going here. Boom. Route chain. That's pretty much all it's going to be doing. He could kill this, I guess. All right. City. Oh, he's going to go. Oh, I know what he's going to do. He's going to save it for this. So he needs to find 6 more damage on the city. 6 more damage on the city somewhere, somehow, some way. And then he can probably kill the onager in the city and take the city. How do we find 6 more damage on the city? We can get 5 more damage here from this longbow. Longbow. What else? We got another longbow here, which can't quite reach, but we have 1 force march left. That'll do it. So these 2 longbows, longbow 1, longbow 2, he's going to be able to take the city, despite the walls. Oh my lord. He's going to pull off. There's the longbow. First longbow. Second longbow. Second longbow. Let's go. With a force march. Your last force march. Really want you to rally troops, bro. Oh my lord. Hit the city. No, you hit the city. You needed to hit the city, not the spear. Hit the city. You could have taken the city. You could have taken the city. This is one of the situations you don't actually want to. All right, well, I don't know that we have any. We have another longbow. Oh, we're pulling more stuff in here. Still has a force march available, but he did have a way to take that city last turn or this turn. Yeah. He definitely had a chance to take the city if he had just... So this is one of those rare situations where you want to actually punch the city. The other advantage of this city is it's a landowner city, not a hunter city. So Sentinel doesn't work in it. Or Sentinel works in it, but like not the hunter territory plus Sentinel. So super, super close here. Repair damage will give it 4, so it'll put it at 10, but it's very vulnerable. Too bad no one has a hero, right? Are there any heroes can abdicate to? No. Yeah, this was actually super exciting. I did not expect the city to get this low. And Sabertooth's economy is actually coming back to haunt him right now. Because he needs more stuff, and all his stuff is up here, and he doesn't have very many force marches. So this, like, Greece actually has more stuff here. I really hope Greece isn't screwing around. Why are you screwing around here? No, 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 come. Don't worry about the north. Forget about the north. You should take this city. Oh, my lord. Yeah, no, do not hit the north. What are you doing? I guess he knows he needs to take 2 cities, but, well, I don't know how he would know that. But 1 city at a time, my friend. Oh, don't use your last force march to go in on this. You're just going to die. You're just going to die. Oh, no. Oh, no. You're throwing away a good cataphract and a force march. You could have taken the city, my friend. I'm so sad right now because Kuban could have fallen. It still may fall, but it was definitely able to fall. And yeah. Also, Sabertooth should totally throw a worker in that to make it harder for it to fall. All right. So cool. You're just going to lose a cataphract. Yeah, this feels like not a good idea, not a good use of resources, but I guess he needs to keep them honest up there. Yeah, the cataphract could have totally gone south. You really should rush out a cataphract here. Rush it out. Go, go, go. But like this city had this longbow, and this longbow hit the city. That would have finished it off, and then I'm pretty sure this horseman would have been able to maybe kill that, or you would need 1 more damage somewhere. Definitely want to see these longbows move up. Everything here move up. Like, you need to move these forces up. Like, this attacking on 2 fronts, not a good idea when your opponent has almost triple your orders. Like, just not going to work. You need to focus on 1 and then use your superior positioning to your advantage here. I guess at least hit the city here. Oh my god, that horse is just going to die to that pike. This is going to be ugly. But I think, yeah, throw more units here. Also, rally troops, please, for the love. Rally, rally, rally. Oh man, this city can totally fall here, though. Still might be able to fall next turn. Because each of these onagers does, like, yeah, the onagers alone are going to be able to blast this city down. All right, well, it's going to be this game. I thought this was over, but this is going to be a little tense here at the end. We will see our first point. I think the way it goes is 1, 2, 2, 3 years. So we'll see Kush edge up to 58 here. And then it'll be 60, and then 61 in 3 years. But of course, the city itself is worth 2. And even if as soon as it falls, it's going to take years to recap. And this city is also vulnerable, right? There's nothing here. It's totally unguarded. Especially if this city falls, you just go right up here, ram into this city. So you might be able to do it. Might be able to stop point victory. Oh my lord. This exciting conclusion in part 6 of this epic game. All right, here we go. But yeah, would have loved to see this moved along. Okay, love the anchor. Good. Anchor even better than tile buying. Yep, anchor even better. Cataphract. Yes, cata. All right, this city should fall. What does IceMatrix have? He's going to axe. Yeah, all right, that's lagging, so presumably turn swap. He's got 99 orders. 285 orders because he's running elites, so he can bank orders. The problem for him is he only has 3 force marches. So even with all those orders, let's take this unit right here. This ballista can get to like here, which isn't good enough. This unit can get to here. So he can like force march 3 units from the north. That's it. Like, and most of them can't even reach, right? Like this unit here can maybe reach here. And that's a ballista. Let me find a Beja archer or something. All right, here's a archer. All right, he's counterattacking here. I don't think this city's in any risk of falling. To me, this is just a distraction. Yeah, 280 orders. So the problem for Kush is he needs to pull units to, he doesn't have the, he does have money now. He doesn't have Holy War, but he really should be building. The problem, what can he build? I guess pikes? Pikes and then order rush pikes. This is why I would have preferred to see volunteers, because you have a lot of citizens in a lot of these cities, so you can totally volunteers rush stuff down. Really not sure why he's conscripting here. If Ive takes a city, I mean, the problem here is Ice actually does have the superior military unit, the military score. He does have cataphracts. There are pikes, but there aren't enough pikes on the field. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pikes, and all but one of them are down here, are up there. So this is a problem, because once this cataphract spawns and this pike dies, this cataphract is going to go wild down here, and like he can force march a pike to like here. Like at some point you just can't reach, right? You can't reach that far. You can't even get into the city with the pike. And that's your closest pike. So you really are going to need to rush out everything with orthodoxy here. Love this anchor here as well. Yeah, if Ice takes a city, he buys himself some time. This is 2 points. So if he takes a city, let's see. So Kush is at 58. That will drop him to 56 if he can take this city next turn, which it looks like right now he will be able to. So this will be 57, 58. He'll go back up to 58 because these two will finish. Then we have 2 cities at 3 years away, 3 cities at 3 years away. So it buys him a little bit of time. It buys him 2 more years. So he'll need to take this city as well. And this city is one of the cities that would be that 3-year city. So if he can take those 2 cities, then he buys himself time until 5 years, 7 years. He'll have time until 7 years. So he's going to be on the clock. But obviously once you start taking cities, like you don't have to go attack this city. You can just take these cities, these completely undefended, naked cities, or this city, right? This city doesn't even have walls. Like a cataphract is going to like eat this city alive, right? He also has polybolly, presumably somewhere. He's getting that tech. So like you can just go on a happy horse adventure into the interior and take cities. You definitely don't want to frack with his army. His army can't even reach. He even has somehow has a hero. The Kush ruler, he abdicated to a hero. I missed the abdication. Was there an abdication or what happened here? Or no? I guess he had an event. No, how? He has a hero, which will actually help with his force march situation because every kill will give him training. So yeah, and yes, he could blitz with cataphracts and just take this. I would love to see Greece not fuck around with the north. Maybe he's doing it to keep him honest, but honestly, I would be using every order and just force marching cataphracts past to take cities, especially these weak, softened, like Ushara is just going to fall to a cataphract. If there were a living cataphract, I could show you how much damage a cataphract would do to it. Especially since he has Circus Maximus, so he is swift. He also really, really, really needs to rally troops so he can force march. He really should be building more cataphracts. It's going to come down pretty close here. Like this, Kuban is in trouble. What would I like to see from Sabertooth right now is I would like to see like pikemen order rushed pretty much. It's got 250. I mean, this is the challenge with this many orders. You can run out of units. But fortunately he has orthodoxy, so he can turn orders into units. And he does have a bit of a money bank. Yeah, IceMatrix is just throwing away the units in the north, which is not great. And yeah, he's been throwing he's thrown away 2 cataphracts so far. I think both up here. At least we'll get this one. Hopefully this one will come here. He did anchor this ship. He's slowly buying these tiles. I really wish he would he's still on serfdom, or he's still on colonies, which is incredibly frustrating to me because that's 5 orders that he's been missing out every turn. You don't want to stay on colonies. You want to do your buys and then you want to get off. And then maybe if you have a judge, you swap back. So I'm not sure. Yeah. Yeah, definitely abdicated. So he abdicated into... was there an event? I'm a little unclear how this abdication happened. All right, well, he was influencing last turn. Yeah, I don't know how he abdicated. Was it just abdicate? Yeah, I guess he just abdicated. But why didn't it go to the... Why did it go to the king? Or no, made heir by Queen Amendress. Okay, so he picked the hero to be heir and then abdicated into the hero. Oh, he seized the throne. I see what happened. He seized the throne. He didn't give it to the thing, and then he abdicated into a hero. Got it. Because he was really upset that he got a tactician. Robust, though. 9 more orders when you have 200 something. Okay, well, I got to give it to the players here for giving us a exciting end. He launched offensive. I honestly feel like the launch offensive here is a mistake, largely because you actually need force march to defend this city. And one of the upsides of hero is you get 50 training per military killed, which in your case can, you are going to lose this city next turn. And if you lose this city, you will quickly lose another city or two. And then the snowball, then it's a whole new game. And one thing that is a problem for Kush is Greece has a 5k signs lead. All right, well. Yeah, this city is dead next turn. Really surprised he's conscripting here as opposed to... I don't know why he's conscripting instead of repair. This city's fallen next turn, so that'll buy him 2 more years. Because Maru is 3 years away, as predicted. It's sped up by a turn. The problem for him is this one is also one of the ones. These 2 will give him 1 point, and then he has 3 cities that are 3 years away, which will put him at 61. So we're 2 years away from victory. We're 3 years away from victory right now. If this city's fall, we're still 3 years away from victory. Yeah, don't, go where your opponent is not. Do not even bother. You have cataphracts. He does not have horse. He cannot catch your unit. Every unit should be cataphracts. Sell your entire stockpile, Greece. Although Greece has sold most of their stockpile now, so no longer as rich. National wealth has actually flipped. Kush is now much wealthier. But love to see it. That means Greece has pushed everything into military, and also does have martial codes as being able to turn money into rushing. All right, 207 units, sorry, 207 orders still here. All right, Ballista, don't love this. It's 18 orders. Would much rather see pikemen at this point. Onagers, no, well, all right, he is order rushing this, but the problem with order rushing Ballista and Siege is it doesn't work against cataphracts, and cataphracts are actually the only way IceMatrix can get around the map. You actually want to swarm pikes right now. Swarming pikes, I think, is the correct call, just based on the Greek unit comp. Pikes only really die to ballista. And ballista are slow. And pikes stop fast units, which are katas. Katas are fast. Okay? Militia. I don't know that I would burn 60 training on a militia. I definitely wouldn't burn it here again. On a conscript? Okay, I'm confused why you upgraded one to a militia and one to a conscript. Doesn't matter. This city's dead. Look, these 2 onagers alone will knock it out. These 2 onagers alone. And then it's just a question of this, right? And then like these units can easily, like the longbows will be able to kill it. Yeah, this city's fallen. The question is which city's next? Really hope Greece does not fuck around with trying to kill here. Like there's no point. Do not attack in the north. Go south. Ooh, did not. I assumed this game was over. I was like, sure, I'll cast. It'll be pretty fast, right? Like it's pretty much foreordained. I did not expect Kuban to fall. And it could have fallen last turn too. And of course, every city flips points. And very conveniently for IceMatrix, Sabertooth has kindly built shrines with mythology on them, so they'll all level up in culture very quickly. Because when a city gets captured, it resets to 0 culture, but it still retains the culture income that it's at. So IceMatrix might be able to claw back here. He does need to take this city and then this city within 3 years. Otherwise, he loses. If he just takes this city and doesn't take another city, he loses. But as long as he takes one of these 3 cities near it, he'll win. He will live another day. All right, let's see here. I'm expecting onagers right here into the city. Please do not go in the north. Please, please, please. You've got 85 orders. Ha! Christianity, Mankianism founded, guys. It founded. We have a religion. Turn 118. 16 years after Christianity. Greece is no longer locked out of a world religion. All right. Why is he not using the onagers? Very confused. Onagers very good at blasting down city walls. Really, really confused by this. Use onager. Hit wall. Please don't be attacking in the north. Good. Okay. Oh, scary boats here. Doesn't matter. Onager. Cataphract. Where are you going with Cataphract? Where are you going with the Cataphract? Onager. What are you doing? Okay, you're routing. Good, good, good. You killed an onager and a worker. And, okay. Onager. Onager. Hit the city. He is under a lot of pressure, it's true. Was that the cataphract from there? It was. Its free promo was general. Yeah. I think just take the city with the onager. You can even splash it. Oh, my lord. Okay. He has forgotten about the onager. Or no, he remembered. And now the problem is you want to put a relatively healthy unit into the city there. You could take it out. All right, well, presume he's not attacking the north. Good. All right, so definitely some significant tactical misplays here, but he still will be able to take the city. He does. All right, he did hit that. Good. And now you can just hit that and then put a full health unit of some sort in there, like a longbowman. Take the city. Do take the city. You need to take the city. You need to put a unit in the city. Don't really care what the unit is. Would have preferred to blast the walls down first, but this unit would do. You can put it in. Put it in. Unfortunately, you won't be able to kill these onagers. But look at what a cataphract does to onagers. Delicious. All right, put swordsman in city. And yeah, maybe put a zealot general on it. I'm not sure where a zealot general is. Over here, I guess. Yeah, you could even reallocate the general onto here. Put it in here. Okay. What? What? You attacked. And okay, elephant in the city. Woo! Kuban has fallen. Ladies and gentlemen, Kuban has fallen. Unfortunately for IceMatrix, this does not change his clock. He's still under a 3-year clock. He needs to take another city. Because, yeah, he's still on a 3-year clock. But we've got one city down. And look at this. Cataphract does 4 damage on this city. So 5 cataphracts will take out a city. This city, 5 damage. So 4 cataphracts. This city, 5 damage. Why is this city so much more? So much less damage. Not sure. Just lots of citizens. So 4 or 5 cataphracts will basically take a city. So, yeah. So Kuban is gone. And Sabertooth is in trouble here because all his units are up here and he can't get them down there in time. He has 200 orders and he can't get his units down there in time because it's too far. Now, of course, he can do it over 2 turns or 3 turns, but Ushara, go for the gold here. This swordsman does 3 damage, right? You just don't even bother killing stuff. Just go for the city. Yep. Yeah, yeah. Cataphract. Don't even worry about killing stuff. Just go. Should be building exclusively cataphracts. Nothing else but cataphracts. Only cataphracts. All cataphracts. You got, where can we even build cataphracts? We can build cataphracts here. 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 Only 3 cities, 3 cities? 3 cities that can build cataphracts. 1, 2, 3. All of them should be building cataphracts. Yes, offensive workers would help as well. Whew. So Kuban has fallen. He's still on a 3-year clock. I'm a little confused how I guess Sabertooth overcommitted to the north and just didn't have units. Ballista are, of course, very bad against cataphracts. These onagers will also not do very much damage. They're just going to die. Cataphract, cataphract, cataphract. Give me more cataphracts. You can rush it for 940 gold. I don't know if it's worth zeroing out your economy to do that. Probably. All right, well, he's delayed. Well, the problem is this hasn't actually delayed anything. He needs another city. He doesn't know that. Yeah, because Kush is 3 years away from victory because they're getting 5 points in 3 years. Very, very exciting end of the game here. Can IceMatrix come back and not just delay Sabertooth's victory, but actually snatch victory? Maybe. I mean, first step is done, getting a city. Next step is going to be getting another city. Ah, this is smart. Rushed walls in Ushara. Rust walls in Maru. This is smart. Probably not going to be enough, but it's good. The problem, of course, is like walls will buy you a turn, but I guess if you only need three turns, it doesn't matter. And like you can probably pull units down here. Oh man, nothing. He doesn't have a great internal road network. Right? There's not very good roads inside Kush. There's this super road in the north, but then like these cities aren't very well connected. I don't know whether I would go for Maru or Shah right now. If IceMatrix like just stops and fights though and like cleans up units and slow rolls, then he doesn't know. Well, he'll see that he's back up to 58 next turn and that he doesn't know when the next points are. He does know that the guy has a lot of cities on him. So, and we have some events floating around here. Mankinism has been founded, and sure, could become Zoro. He's 15 years old. We'll see what he gets. Zealot would be amazing. Zealot would be incredible just for the extra movement. Did not expect the conclusion of this game to be so exciting. Right. What will Kush do? He has lost a city, but boom, he's back up to 59 points. He is 2 years away from victory. Ghazali and Migrasa. Migrasa is 2 points, and Ghazali. So it's got to be depressing for 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 Sabertooth or for IceMatrix. I thought, did I miss? I must have missed a point from somewhere. Trying to figure out where a point came from. Maybe there's some city that just flipped over. This city must have flipped over. This city flipped over. Yeah, that's 2. Oh, and this city flipped over. So 3 cities. What did he finish? I'm not sure. So 3 cities flipped over last turn. So he needs to take a city in 2 turns. Did he swap from building walls? No, he built walls and then he so, all right. Let's see here. Only does 2 damage out of 30. So I think, unfortunately, for IceMatrix, it is not going to be enough here. You did manage to take Kuban, but the fact that these 2 cities have walled up means, and this city's already walled up, means he's going to not be able to, he just lost another cataphract. And is rushing out another cataphract, but it's not going to be enough. He needs to take a city within 2 turns. The problem is he is on the clock. 59 points, victory is 61, and we have 3 cities that are 2 years away. I must have missed a city somewhere. I thought he was going to be at 58, not. I think something doubled on me. I don't know. I must have missed one. 3 cities definitely ticked up last turn, so it's not going to be enough. And yes, the order count, he is insane. He is running elites, so he can bank up to 100 orders per year as well. He's down to 68 training, which means he can't force march anything. But he doesn't need to. He just needs to delay. Make sure none of these other cities fall. Kind of surprised Migrasa is like so undefended at the moment. But it does have 30 health, so I think we're going to see end of game here soon in 2 turns. Good call by Sabertooth to get walls up everywhere. This city does not have walls. So in theory, if he got 5 cataphracts onto this city, he could take it. And that would be a 3-point swing. Also, Greece still attacking randomly here. It's just not going to matter. So, yeah, I guess obviously experience comes in here in late game point racing situations like this. Greece does have decent vision though. So yeah, band of like 6 cataphracts just going into the core, finding cities without walls and nom-nomming them. Polybali are actually the best at taking down cities. Do we have any Greek Polybali? I don't think we do. I think Greece is still researching Polybali. Train drive, 1 year away. That's going to not be enough here. Unless Greece can find another city. Migrasa is probably the best choice. This ballista can do 5 damage. 6 ballistas would take the city. Problem is you can't get them in range. Longbows. Yeah, he's cleaning up. All right, I think this is pretty much it here. pretty much it here. He is rushing pretty much everywhere he can. I really don't love these malicious conscripts. Don't understand them at all. Trying to move everything as far as he can, but like, just takes forever to get anything to the front. Such a big map. So yeah, he's 1, 2, 3 cities in 2 years. Zali, which is basically not takeable at the moment. Migrisi and Maru, all 2 years away. And he's defending Maru or Migrisi, and has put an axe in Maru as well, so that's good. Nothing in Hamandab yet. But I think Greece needs like an army of cataphracts roaming around, and we don't see that right now. So pretty much game over here in 2. Really impressive he was able to take a city. Unfortunately, too little too late, and we do have the hero coming down south. He found a hero to abdicate to, which is perfectly reasonable. All right, so we do have chain drive discovered. Do have another kata. Can't really take anything though. Cities are not going to fall at this point. We could somehow miraculously get 4 katas into this city, you could take it. But don't have a way to get 4 katas into those cities. And you have 2 years to do it. Which is a real shame. So Valiant attack, just not going to be enough. He did take a city, and definitely sucks that this is not going to be enough. Sabertooth should get the ability to... Oh, another fun thing that I don't think IceMatrix has thought about is he does have agents in all these cities. So had he done treachery 3 years ago, he could have reduced these cities to half health or to minus 10 hit point. He has a lot of treachery missions that he could have done, and all treachery takes is a little bit of gold. So all those agents could be very useful, especially for these two. So treachery is another good thing to keep in mind in these late game situations. You can take 10 hit points off a city with treachery. And yeah, that could help as well. And of course, if you do it early, then those cities can't rush. So like treacherying Ushara, Migrasa, if he gets an agent into Maru as well, you could have treachery them, prevented walls from going up in those. You could put an agent in here still and treachery this so it can't get walls up. It won't matter at this point because unless he takes a city in the next 2 years, it's over. Just because Kush is 2 points away from victory. But very epic game here. All right, he's burning his force march, getting a nice little route chain. Unfortunately, his route chains always end up with his cataphracts right next to a pikeman. Which is a little terrifying. But yeah, he's pretty decisively cleared this out here. He's going to finish that off. Nope, he's going to do it with that. Okay. Keep his cat as healthy as can be. Cat is so good. Still 43 orders. Screwing around a little bit in the north here. Also blasting. Guess he can hit this and touch the city there. Okay. Military score. Lost a lot. I think he's also thrown away a lot. So... definitely a very, very exciting end to this match. All right, well, very nice job taking Kuban. Would love to see those agent missions pop off, but yeah. City has depopulated actually quite a bit here. Could he push in and take it? I don't think so. He's not in a reasonable amount of time. But it's kind of getting a little sparse up here. Yeah. Especially if these onagers move in. Unfortunately, they all attacked. So It feels like Kush is weaker. I think the mill score graph has not updated yet. So Kush is actually weaker right now. It's going to run away with the victory here, assuming a city doesn't fall in the next 2 years. But definitely a little scary here. He is printing units everywhere he can, but the problem is he can print them back here, and then it takes forever to get them up to the front. He does still have a hero, but I don't think he has the training to make use of the hero. Yeah, we have 8 training, so no launch offensive. Greece will see who their heir is right as the game ends in 2 years. So you'll need to take a city next turn in order to not lose. I don't really see a way for him to do that. Maybe, yeah, he would have needed to start a mission here. Yeah, unless he somehow manages to take this city down. Like Amara's at 30 hit points. This is at 30 hit points. This is at 30 hit points. This one is only at 20 because there's no walls. 30 hit points. This has no walls either. Do not love the conscripts at all. I guess they're free, right? Conscript just takes growth, so it's a free unit in that sense, but definitely don't love it. He does have the economy for it. Or no, he's also zeroed out his economy. Everyone's zeroing out economies here. The wild thing is IceMatrix has more improvements than Sabertooth, despite being on 10 cities to 17 or 18. I guess there's technically some improvements in here, but still I think the edge goes to IceMatrix. Right, here we go. Kush flipping over here. No points this turn, and then 3 points in 2 turns. So we need to take 1 city. Ideally, a 3-point city would be good. But yeah, we got 1 year, 1 year, 1 year. All you need to do is make sure none of these cities fall. Should be relatively straightforward. This guy can come over here. So yeah, 5 cataphracts. 4 cataphracts would deal 4 cataphracts, and then you need something to kill the middle. Fortunately for Greece, they don't have 4 cataphracts. So I think 184 orders here. All right, we're just putting conscripts up everywhere to make it really hard. That's pretty good. Good zone of control. Makes it impossible to approach the city. Honestly, you can also just put units around the city. Greece does not know that, well, he would have an agent here, so we'd actually see this city, and he doesn't know about this city, but he knows this city is at least 1 point away. So, yeah. Cataphract can delete the ballista. All right, so we're close to an end here. Didn't expect this to take almost 2 hours to close out, but here we are. Sabertooth just needs to end turn, make sure none of the cities fall. Don't really see a realistic way for any city to fall. This one's pretty well defended. This city maybe is the best candidate. Yada can get to it. These guys can't. There's nothing that can get over there. Yeah, Shara, maybe. Shara looks like the best option here, but don't really have a great way to get to it. Amara is not going to matter. Has Kush managed to complete the full set of shrines? That is a great question. Let's take a look here. We've got our... So we're going to disqualify this city because it does not, and it got taken. So rudely interrupted in shrine building. One city with full set. One city with full set. Full set. Full set. Full set. Full set. Full set. Missing pyramids in Ghazali, but a full set of shrines. 1 year away there. Yeah, they have gotten that, although they've missed pyramids in a bunch. And honestly, I think you do want 4 shrines next to a pyramid for that sweet, sweet 4 basic civics. 4 base civics. It's like, so we will give them partial credit. Partial credit here. But yeah, you kind of need to not, like, you need the pyramids. The pyramids are really good. They help with civics income. And yes, oddly, he only has 12 pyramids, despite having now 17 cities before 18. But yes, all cities that are still in his control have 4 shrines, and 5 of them are missing pyramids, though. So, partial credit. And, like, yes, he's achieved the Kush dream of Shrine Party. And, of course, Heliopolis as well is on the board. So we can look at his order income here. We see 23 from Moreau. And then, yeah, just a bunch from every other shrine. And of course, we have to take a look here at the most glorious kingship shrine ever, right here, which gives 9 orders, thanks to the 5 wonders it's surrounded by. Is basically flooding the zone. Unfortunately, has left Maru completely undefended, which I don't know if that's a good idea. I would like to see at least a unit be put into Maru. Because I don't think Greece has the... Yeah, Greece will have one grand total of 1 force march. But yeah, this Kata can do 7 damage to Maru. And it can reach Maru without a force march. So, problem is nothing else can reach Maru without a force march. So, all right, Greece turn. Last turn for Greece, unless they take a city. Greece does not know that. So, it does have that military prestige, which it did put some research into before wisely deciding to go get Pali instead. Yeah. It's getting cartography. Both players still running colonies now. Kind of hilarious. And yeah, I don't see Greeks taking a city. I am ready to be amazed and surprised, but I just don't see it. He needs to take it this turn. He's got 81 orders. Just not going to be enough. He needs to take a city. He doesn't know that. Well, he knows he has an agent here, so he knows this is 1 year away. He doesn't know this is 1 year away. And then there's a third city somewhere that's also 1 year away right here, which he doesn't even know about. So as far as he's aware, he just knows one city is 1 year away. So maybe he thinks there's a little more time than he has. Yeah, he is assembling an onager, but it's not going to matter. Just a little bit too little too late. Really well fought game. Impressive push back to get Kuban. Defense of Region. Take a look at some of the stats here. 181 military units killed. 7 units lost by Sabertooth, 67. IceMatrix. 100 military units produced to 83. Sabertooth has finally crossed improvements, but just like considering IceMatrix was on 10 cities to 18, the fact that he outproduced Sabertooth on military and had more improvements for the majority of the game is honestly quite impressive. And he did it with many fewer workers as well. 23 workers to something like 30 something question mark. Yeah, that includes disciples as well. So, but Sabertooth is gonna get away with the win here. Point victory. Definitely the, I mean, yeah. Point victory is in the rules, and we do have point victory on, so. Could have gone either way. One or two wonders. It's not, 3 religions definitely helped Sabertooth, because that's 6 points right there. All right, so as soon as IceMatrix finishes his turn, we will go to that will be victory, and we'll see if the players are for a post-game interview. I don't see a way for IceMatrix to take a city at this point. Does have some moves in, but it doesn't feel like he's going to be able to push in. Nothing that he can do. He's setting up to be able to attack next turn, but unfortunately there's not going to be a next turn. Does have a pretty dominant military position at this point. He's definitely turned the tide there. But doesn't have quite the turns necessary to like punch through here, which is unfortunate for him. Eliminated from the tournament. Definitely played well, and yeah, just need to punch out a little further or expand a little more. Even like 1 or 2 or 3. I mean, I think if these 3 cities were IceMatrix cities, it'd be a very different game. right? Let's say each of these is 2 points. So plus 6 points, 55, minus 6 points, 53. Or minus 4 points, 55. So yeah, that would be a much closer game. Right. So 14 orders here. It does have a couple events here. Could be hero, commander, or tactician. Did not get zealot. Honestly, does not matter at this point. Commander is actually very good at this late, just because it's a stupid amount of XP on all your units. And a courtier. Is punching a little bit here, but it's not going to be enough. Maybe had he done some agent missions. But honestly, Kush is just so many orders, so many. Like, Kush can turn orders into units. They've pretty much equalized on stone and wood. Food and iron still has a Greek advantage. And yeah, science, still 4,000 science gap. Really impressive play from IceMatrix, but unfortunately it's not going to be enough. He did even manage to take a city off. But we should have point victory here. All right. As we hit end turn, that's it. He is setting up to try to take another city. Looks like this one. And he is rampaging with his cataphracts, which unfortunately will just get killed by the spear. All right, there we go. Point victory. All right, that's it. Do make sure to click the first button for point victory. Yeah. There we go. Congratulations. And that is it. 1 minute I can. That seems good. Congrats. That is any questions for our players? If I add them in chat. 6-parter. Long game. And yes, Fluffy has someone to play again. We've gone over stats. Longest game I've ever played, counting SP. Yeah, it's definitely a long one. I will press the call button here, see if anyone wants to hop on. If you want to join in, Scion, go for it. Hey, Saber, congratulations. Can you hear me? Try this again here. Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. No, wrong mic. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Discord is not working. Let me rejoin here. Looks like you can't hear me. Restart Discord briefly. See if this works. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you also.
Awesome. Sorry about that. I think I just switched mic and Discord hadn't updated. Congratulations, Sabertooth. And
I mean, I don't feel bad. I'm kind of glad it's over. For me, the tournament, because I got like a lot of work to do and life to do and stuff. But I'm just happy at how well I played, considering the difference in experience coming in. And
you played very well.
It was really exciting. Alcaraz, was any of the other matches as close as this?
This is one of the closer ones, especially with point victory going to the player who is not militarily superior at this point, although TBD whether that would have been the case, considering Sabertooth has 200 orders and can turn orders into units pretty much at will. But
he had the law that lets him turn orders into...
Yeah, orthodoxy. Yeah.
He could.
So... But yeah, congratulations, Sabertooth. Go ahead.
Science Edge. Congrats, dude. Yeah, sick win. Good game.
Thank you.
It was it was getting really fun there. Your hero, that first time you had the hero, I didn't want to tell you. That's why I couldn't advance. You were just going to wipe all my units with that, launch offensive.
I knew that, man. It was like the very first time. You mean like turn 70 or 90 or whatever?
Yeah, it was the early one where I tried to come in and I was like, oh shit, this is a bad idea. And yeah, is what it is. I was rushing all of my units and I was pretty much depleted in all my resources at that point to try to rush out cataphracts. I needed more cataphracts and I couldn't get there. So close.
Oh, your cataphracts were definitely a tie turner there.
Yeah, I wish I had them earlier. And I should have, I don't know. I was trying to decide if I should pursue trying to get tech points there at the end, but it would take 5 turns for a single point. And I don't think 30 turns of tech points is even going to have a time with how many cities you had. I needed to take cities. So, did what I could. Really good match. I was exciting. I looked up, I'm like, please no points. 62. Damn it. That's it.
Yeah, I think your win you had a window at the end. If you had gone very hard into cataphracts and ran the cataphracts into the backline cities before Sabertooth got walls up in them, you might have been able to steal some cities. You also potentially could have used agents to do treachery missions on cities to take 10 hit points off of them as well. So there were some plays that you could have done, but
probably could have. Yeah, his religion game was really good. Those 3 religious wonders paid fucking dividends.
You finally got Mankidism, all right. You can't complain. You did get a religion after all on turn 118.
Yeah, I didn't realize, I don't know the religion game that well, like how to spawn them or anything, and I wasn't really thinking about them as an integral part of a victory, but obviously they played a big role in yours. So, and in retrospect, I do think Heliopolis, I don't really have a tier, an S tier kind of thing, but I think Heliopolis is the best wonder in the game, and I probably should have taken it over the Swordsman. I had a significant science edge because you were still primitive on mine. And if I would have not gone for the Colosseum and went for that instead, I probably would have been a different game. You would have had a swordsman earlier, but that was really huge, especially with all the shrines.
Did you beat him to legendary? I don't know which city.
Yeah,
legendary.
yeah.
And I went for 3 or 4 turns.
Yeah, and I was hoping I had a few more before you would get there, and I was trying to save my stone, and I was like, but I had to build something. I forget what it was, and then it was like, damn it, he got there, and then it was too late. You had Heliopolis in the first turn.
I definitely think denying Heliopolis, especially to Kush, is very important. Like Colosseum, it's a swordsman, it's a lot of training, but especially for Kush, who wants to spam their shrines anyway, and gets the extra bonus from Heliopolis.
Yeah.
Kush gets plus 50% from shrines. That applies to the order from Heliopolis. So everyone else gets 1 order from a shrine, where Kush gets 1.5 orders per shrine.
1.5. I know.
Yeah. So
I was figuring that his orders must dwarf mine, and he could just do whatever he wants.
The order graph is definitely something else. So
I saw that. Yeah.
You all can see the stats, I'm sure.
A lot of things I learned in this game. Go ahead.
More orders than most games in multiplayer have science by the time they end. I just didn't know what to do. Then I got orthodoxy, and I was able to like at least convert orders to units, but like otherwise it was kind of insane. And I had elites too, so like I actually had a couple turns with like I didn't have enough units. Like I don't even know if elites was correct because I was always on defense. But
I mean, I think I personally would have probably stayed guilds until I had more specialists, but like elites is fine for Alpha Strike, but I mean, you already had some. Your main problem is you didn't have a good economy setup. You just didn't have good production. You didn't have units. You almost ran out of units at the end, which actually would have been very like. Had this game gone 10 more turns, I don't know what it would have ended.
Oh yeah, I think for sure if the points had been 68 or 69 or something, I think I would have won. It was just yeah.
Of course,
that's the case I could hope for is like a protracted win. Like if I seeded like 4 or 5 cities at the front lines, regrouped, and then use orthodoxy to pump out like a ton of units, and then I'm reinforcing closer to my city, then it's like maybe, but by that point you might win by points, right? Because you're pretty close to point victory too.
Yeah,
so
3 cities. Early expansion.
Now,
also,
how did you get pikemen? Did you tech pikemen, or did you get an event or something that awarded it to you?
I bum rushed pikemen because I was going heavily into siege, and I knew that if you got cataphracts fast and you had science to do it, I would be completely destroyed. And you still kind of wrecked me with them, but like if I had no pikemen, it would have been just game over.
Got it. I was wondering that because I was like, and then I wondered, were you getting swordsmen because they're on the same part of the tree?
No, I just got swordsman like literally the turn the game ended. Yeah.
Okay.
Here, so you can see swordsman at turn 120 on cohorts. So
yeah, because infantry square, maybe you didn't have manor. Oh no, because that's probably why you didn't go manor.
I deleted to get. Yeah,
so you went battle line infantry square. Okay, that's really sharp. I was trying to figure out how you got there, and that makes a lot of sense now. Yeah. Well, let me stop. Did I stop recording already? Let me stop recording. F9.
Yeah, science graph was definitely a big difference. Almost 5,000 extra science for IceMatrix.
This is probably the first time somebody just absolutely went rampage on science and still lost. Because I'm not experienced enough.
It actually happens quite a bit. Sometimes, like winning on science does not turn into, unless it turns into a military advantage or an order advantage. Like I feel like my rule of thumb is you need science, orders, and military score. If you win on all 3 of those, you're pretty much guaranteed victory. It's very hard to lose if you're ahead in science and orders and military score.
Got it.
But if you're not ahead in all 3, like if you're ahead in science and orders but not military score, you can die. Or if you're ahead in military score and orders but not science, potentially you can get outclassed by a really high-tech unit that just destroys your military score very quickly. Like as you're saying, like cataphract, if there were no pikes, that would have been really dangerous, right? So
yeah.
Or like an 8 strength unit early that just dominates, and like you have slingers and your opponent has an 8 strength unit. You have 10 slingers, they have 5 8 strength units. That's equal in military score, but not equal on the battlefield. So
right. Yeah. Lessons learned. Don't let Kush have Heliopolis.
Absolutely, yeah.
I didn't really realize all those things. I never played with Kush, so I wasn't even aware of all their sub
Really exciting
context.
game, and congrats to Sabertooth on the victory. Good luck against Fluffy Bunny. Should be a fun match.
Yeah, good luck, man.
Fun to say the least. Yes.
Also, early game, I didn't want to tell you things that I really noted down. Taking out the tribe and putting the city down the same turn, like having the unit right there, the settler, and you just go in, take it out, immediately drop it. Like that was devastating, especially in that upper right one when I was trying to get there too. And yeah, that was a really slick thing. And then also having the family that lets you build roads, because that connected roads on that front line was an insane thing for you. And the way they could come and build like 4 roads in a turn, another one comes and builds 4 more. And it's like, holy crap, you just walked right into all my units with that. It was awesome. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna hop off the call.
Game.
Thank you so much for the game, and good luck against Fluffy Bunny.
Thank you. Yeah,
congrats on the win.
Congrats.
Thanks, Alcaraz, for calling it too.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Good game.
Have a great night, and congrats on the win, and good luck ahead. Take care.
All right, you guys too.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thanks for watching the stream as well. Enjoy the rest of your evening, morning, or afternoon.